Chapter 2, The Birth of the Four Babies. One of the subchapters is called The Next Generation Arrives. Even before the babies taste the milk of their mothers, it is ridiculous to entitle the newborns with the baggage of responsibilities and crowns. From this subchapter, I am only now reading about how the birth of the four babies take place. It was on the day of Vijayadashami that Queen Sudhamayuri gave birth to twin baby boys. The whole kingdom was filled with joy. Celebrations were seen around every corner. King Chakradhar granted many gifts to his citizens. Priests in the temples performed special prayers for the welfare of the newly born twin princes. A month later, during Lalita's regular penance, Lalita was silently weeping and was reciting the Gayatri mantra. Goddess Lalita Devi appeared in front of Lalita with sugarcane in one hand and three weapons in the other three hands: goat, noose, a sugarcane bowl, and 5 arrow tips with flower petals. The goddess' hair looked long, thick, black, and was shining. Lalita Kumari never saw such ornaments that Devi wore in the entire planet of Earth. A divine aroma, something more fragrant than rose water, filled the place upon Devi's appearance. Devi's face was glittering like gold. The sharp divine beauty of the eyes, nose, ears, and lips of the Devi was just beyond the description of any human. They were so classic, divine, pure, and powerful. Lalita bowed down on her knees and conveyed her pranams to the Divine Mother with happy tears and raised her head. Divine Mother says, "Daughter Lalita Kumari, I am pleased with your constant penance on my name all your life. From recent times, I see your heart filled with agony." Army Chief Lalita, in happy tears, replies, "Oh, Mother Lalita, you're so kind. You gave me your darshan on hearing my cry. Mother, being an army chief of the Sri Chakra dynasty, it's my responsibility to fight in the battlefield and to protect my kingdom from its enemies. During the wars between the humans of two kingdoms, there is a terrific loss of humans. But these wars are chosen by humans. However, what hurts me deeply is losing animals, horses, elephants for human greed. Is this the purpose of my life, Mother? Cannot I do anything to stop wars or at least save animals from wars?" Lalita's eyes were filled with tears rolling down her cheeks. She was weeping silently. "Mother, you know my ancestors and the family I come from. Our clan always lived without hurting any species who are also part of this nature. I cannot tell you the number of animals that are handicapped and died during the wars. Why should these innocent die? The horses and elephants that grew up in my hands are dead. Is this why I'm still living? And also loneliness is growing more inside me." Divine Mother says, "Dear Lalita, the purpose of your life is to merge your soul in me eternally. Not everyone can witness my darshan, but you are my beloved child because of your righteousness even when death approached many times on the battlefield. Your thoughts are pure, your heart is kind and brave, and your soul is selfless." Goddess Lalita Devi raised her right hand high in the air. A golden sword was manifested. Divine Mother said, "Take this, Lalita. This is my blessing to you. This sword is equivalent to the power and strength of 1,000 enemies. The war might be intense, but your enemy will have to see a downfall in the hands of the warrior holding the sword." Goddess Lalita Devi handed the sword over to Lalita Kumari. Lalita Kumari received the sword from the Divine Mother's hand and bowed her head down to Mother's divine feet. Goddess Lalita Devi raised her hand as a sign of blessing. Through the palm of the Divine Mother, a glorious divine ray emitted towards Lalita. A baby girl was manifested and was set into the hands of Lalita through the divine rays from Goddess Lalita Devi's palm. Divine Mother, I am naming the baby girl Vijay Puja, meaning victorious. Puja is a sacred offering to the divine. From this moment, she will be with you in the times of happiness and sorrow and on the battlefield. She is your family. She will bring a smile on your face. She will wipe your fears and tears. She will be the one who saves animals from the battlefield. Lalita, remember, she is Vijay Puja. She is your successor. Goddess Lalita Devi opened her fist. From the middle of the Divine Mother's palm, a gold bracelet was manifested. Lalita took the bracelet from the Divine Mother's hand. She wore it on her wrist. She raised her head up to see the Mother. But by then, Goddess has vanished. Lalita was very happy. She embraced the baby and rushed to the palace to share the happy news with the king and with the queen. The king, who is very kind-hearted, took the baby into his arms and close to his heart. He blessed her. Vijaypuja started to cry. Queen Sudha Mayuri knew that Lalita couldn't feed the baby, so she took the baby into her arms and fed the baby. On the other hand, there was another woman in the kingdom who was also pregnant. She was Parijata, the sister of the king Chakrada. She was the king's most beloved person, and the king conceded to everything she asked for. Parijata had an intimate helper who was wicked by nature, cruel at heart, and vain in thoughts. Her name was Padmini. Her tongue never tasted the flavor of truth and positivity. Her mind was a fertile land of evil seeds. Padmini always tried to sow the negative seeds in Parijata's brain. Parijata, without using her sensibilities, blindly listened to Padmini and did accordingly. That was why she moved away from her husband's kingdom. 2 months later, Parijata gave birth to the baby girl called Sukanya.